Summer Shedd, Tiffany Shedd's my mom. I am here today to talk about something that is very disturbing to me and my family. My brother got this mailer and showed it to me. It is the same message that we have seen on TV from my mom's opponent for Congress, Tom O'Halloran. It lies and says my mom is against pre-existing condition coverage in healthcare, and even more than that she'd prevent diabetics from getting healthcare coverage. Phoenix Children's Hospital is where I was airlifted to when I was 6, when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and almost died. When I got here, the doctors told my parents that I had a 5% chance of surviving and a 1% chance of not having major brain damage. Thanks to God and my doctors, I survived. But my parents and I have had to live with type 1 diabetes ever since. So I wanted to come here today, where I almost died from diabetes, and ask Tom O'Halloran a question. Have you no shame? Would you just say anything at all to get elected? I am not here because I am mad or offended. I grew up on a farm in Eloy. I have one of the toughest moms you will ever meet in your life, and she made me tough too. I can handle politicians not telling the truth. I'm here because what he said is a lie, and if he's willing to lie about our family like this, it makes you wonder what else he is willing to lie about. And the worst part is, he's telling this lie to cover up that he's funding his campaign with money from big pharmaceutical companies, including one that raised the price of insulin by almost 700%. So if voters aren't sure about whether Tom O'Halloran or my mom care more about Arizonans with diabetes, I think it's clear that it's my mom, and not Tom O'Halloran, who's funding his attacks against my family with money from Big Pharma made from the families of diabetics like mine. My mom is one of the millions of moms who agonize over their children's diabetes diagnosis and treatment. She sees what I do to deal with this disease every day of my life. No one understands what it means to have a pre-existing health condition better than my mom. She would never allow a law to be passed that allowed insurance companies to deny me coverage because of my condition. But Tom O'Halloran knows that. He was with my mom on stage when she explained my condition and her position on this issue. And yet, he still sends out these mailers. He runs TV ads that lie about my mom and say that he would basically abandon me to fend for myself. Well, Tom O'Halloran, I want you to know that what you are doing is shameful. It is completely dishonest, and it is just plain wrong. You need to come out and publicly tell the voters the truth, that my mom would never abandon my healthcare needs. You need to make this right. And after that, you need to apologize to my mom. Or if not, then the voters need to know what kind of man you are that you would do something like this.
When I started running for Congress, I knew that my opponents would likely lie about me. But I never, ever thought they would send a mailer to my son telling him that I didn't care about his sister's health. I've made my position on this issue crystal clear, even on the debate stage, sitting there in front of Tom O'Halloran. But I will say it again. I will protect coverage for Arizonans with pre-existing conditions, and anyone who says otherwise is flat out lying. That these lies are being funded by corporate contributions from the same pharmaceutical companies that are exponentially raising the cost of prescription drugs, including the price of life-saving insulin by almost 700%, makes these lies even more despicable. Tom O'Halloran, you owe my family an apology.